how do kind of these trading platforms like make their money? Like,
Yeah, I guess the big thing is spread, right?
mm,
And basically, maybe you explained it pretty well last time.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So essentially, even just doing some research to simplify it, whatever the price they show you on the app, it's just a bit higher or lower than what the actual market price is.
Mm.
So that difference is how they make money. That's one way they make money.
Mm.
Second is where they take your orders and then resell it to a market maker,
Mm.
right? A market maker is someone who's going to do the investing there. And so what happens is, because that platform is bringing business to that market maker, the market maker will give the platform some money for that order. So when it comes to you, the platform wants you to make orders regularly so that they can sell your orders to the market makers regularly and get regular revenue and commissions. Oh,
Yeah.
Regular income,
Yeah.
if you want to put it this way.
Yeah. So,
right. So the first one is spread. What I just explained is payment for order flow. Okay. That's one way. That's another way as well. What do you think? What do you think of those
yeah,
things?
it's good. So it's like you think you're investing $100, but actually you're probably investing $98 or $99, something like that. Like you explained as well, sometimes where you're sending the money to this platform, they don't even hold the stocks. They
Yeah.
sell it to someone else.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go to the supermarket to buy a product and it was manufactured somewhere, then went to the wholesaler,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
So there's always you're losing money
Yeah.
along the way.
That's that's actually a beautiful thing. Like the supply chain, if you look at how any supply chain works, like for example, what's your favorite brand of shoe?
New Balance.
New Balance, right? Where do they manufacture or make those New Balance shoes?
Often in China or Bangladesh.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much do you think those cost to make?
For the labor and everything, I don't know, $20, $30.
It's probably less than that.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
$5 or something like that.
Yeah.
What happens from there? From the manufacturer, they take it to the wholesaler. Then from the wholesaler, they take it to the brokers, right? And each one is getting their own little markup of 5% markup, right? Then eventually it gets to the retailer, who sells it to us for guess how much?
$100.
$100,
Yeah.
right? So basically, we are paying for all those people in the supply chain there, right?
Yeah.
And essentially, that's how also stock investing works as well. And that's just something we can elaborate on in future places, like who owns the stock. When I buy a stock, do I own it or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And it's actually quite an interesting debate that most people are kind of afraid to really contemplate, because understanding that can be quite scary in a way. But it's also quite interesting, like that payment to order flow, is very similar to the supply chain, just to make it very clear to you.
Yeah.
And then another way that these trading platforms make money, they get interest for all the uninvested cash that you have. So maybe you let's say deposit some cash into the platform, and then you just maybe do some fundamental analysis, doing some research on what stock do I want to buy? Do I like Tesla or not?
Yeah.
How has Tesla done over the 5 years or whatever? It may take a few days because you're working.
You're doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing. You're doing the fundamental analysis, right? They actually make money. The trading platform will make money on the deposit, right? And it's actually very interesting. It's kind of very similar to the banks, right? When I deposit money into, let's say, Leigh Bank, right? What he will do is take my money that I've invested, and he will lend it to someone else, right? And then he'll claim interest on that. And then what happens? He'll maybe give me a little bit of that interest, but he's getting more of it for not doing anything other than just giving it to someone else. Right.
So often when you do feel like you're doing the right thing, just put some extra money you invested, and you just want to leave it there to grow. Most of these platforms will charge you if you're not moving it, if you're not making other trades, right?
Yeah.
So you feel you're doing the right thing, you have some extra cash, I'm just going to invest it here, I'm just going to leave it there. And then all of a sudden you start losing some money because they're charging your fee for not being active.
Yeah.
with the investments.
Yeah.
So definitely do research on each one to see what better suits you. They're all regulated as well, because depending where they're located. So that's also something to check. I mean, when you have, for example, one interesting thing that I just read before was that Revolut, although they say like it's a good thing to have when you're traveling because you have different currencies, but they only trade in US dollars, right? And then if most people travel on weekends and they actually have a surplus on weekends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's
see.
Monday to Friday, sure, it's zero interest, but over the weekend there's a surplus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.